Hello. It is another day, another dollar. My outfit is the most uninteresting outfit that you can have, probably. It's just a hand-me-down shirt with like a V-neck, my choker, my necklace, my dad's jeans. So they're very straight shaped. Sorry, I cannot think of that word. I got so many compliments on my tattoos and then the pins on my backpack today. So that was nice. My bangs naturally came down. I did not plan for them. I usually put them up in the little like ponytail that I have in the back here. Yeah, I don't know what else to say. I'm kind of waiting for a little bit. I don't know what I'm gonna eat for dinner. I was making a grocery list the other day, but I failed to succeed. So I know a few things that we need for the house. For a second I thought I saw a spider on the ground of my car and I was like, well, that lives there now. Let's talk about the irrational fear of bugs. Yeah, let's just talk about the irrational fear of bugs. So one of my sisters is very scared of bees. That passed down to the youngest sister because, you know, impression rubs off. Like if you have an older sister that's scared of bees, you're gonna be scared of bees too. Sometimes, not always, but in this case, yes. And I always say the bee does not mean to be in your space. You are in its space. You have bright colors on. It thinks you're a flower. Let it find out that you're not a flower and then leave and do its job or whatever. Or maybe even like the irrational fear of wasps. Wasps are kind of like after food and after people sometimes, but like as long as you're not exactly trying to piss it off, then it's not going to get you. Spiders, as long as you don't screw with their space, they're not going to touch you. Some cases they could just be chilling and they're just walking around the house just discovering how the layout is, and you're like, hey sir, like this is not where you're supposed to be, let's please go back. And yeah, there are some bugs that I cannot deal with. There are some bugs that I have dealt with on, like, even though I didn't want to deal with them. Like I used to have a fear of daddy long legs, and that's not a very rational fear because they're so tiny and their long legs, you know, it's just the long legs, you know, terrifying stuff. But I had to not, when I worked at a preschool, the biggest thing that my professor told me to do was don't kill bugs in front of kids. And I'm like, darn, I'm going to have to catch all of these daddy long legs and release them into the bushes and not, you know, swat everyone I see. And now I'm just like chilling. There was this one spider that I saw in Portland. It was so adorable. It like stared right at the camera and like posed a little bit kind of, and yeah, I was able to take a photo of it, and it was like this tiny. It was just so cute. I feel like one I can't deal with, like I thought I wouldn't be able to deal with cockroaches, and then I worked at one of the middle schools here, and at night it's kind of like cockroaches just start having a party and they're just running and they're trying to get to their party, you know. That's what it looks like, because every single step you're just like, every other single step it's like pshh, pshh, like you could hear them die. You could just hear the pop that they make when you step on them. And it's not like I'm going out of my way to kill cockroaches. It's just that they're there and I'm walking through them. And so I have become practically immune to cockroaches in a wild setting. I cannot deal with them in a house setting. Same with termites. Cannot deal with them in a house setting. I can tolerate ants. I've had ants almost like every single summer of my life. And it's because someone that I live with always leaves food out. And it's not even me most of the time. Okay, my neighbor is pulling in, so I'm gonna have to go. But yeah, that is all for our lesson today about ants.